Hello, how's everyone feeling today? I hope you guys are doing so well. Man, oh man, I can't believe it is the full moon. It has been a long time coming. I'm just gonna close this window. I'm currently not home right now. If you guys haven't noticed, my background's a little bit different. I'm currently visiting family. Wi-Fi, just I don't know if anyone else is having this connection, but the energy is strong and it's affecting a lot of people, including internet. So I decided to go and visit family, and actually turned out pretty good because I got to spend some time. Hey, Paige, Iman. And then I'm having some nice cacao tea, and I love this. And my mom just got this mug, and it just I gravitated it today. What a perfect one for the full moon. It says, "Let faith be bigger than your fear," and I think that's just such a cup of comfort. So I have some cacao here, chat with you guys about the full moon. We're doing a meditation tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And I just have so many things to share with you guys. So the first thing is for all of you guys who applied for a very exciting experience that I can't wait. And I'm going to share a little bit more about that because I got flooded with comments. I posted on my Instagram, I posted here, and I posted on TikTok. And I woke up to, after the internet disconnection thing, I woke up to lots of messages from you guys saying, "Hey, Shika, I'm so interested." So I'm not sure if the door was open, but I'm so interested. So if I haven't responded to you, I will get back to you. Don't worry. But I basically had this crazy experience that I want to share with you guys before getting into the questions. Hello, Julie. Hey, Genevieve. So basically, I was meditating about a month ago, and Spirit channeled to me saying, the next 3 to 4 months is going to be big for you, but also for the world. We started 2020 with the pandemic, with a whole bunch of justice going on. There's just so much that we have purged as a collective that is showing that the next 5 years, this world is going to be upgraded in so many ways, as well as other dimensions. There's going to be more conscious beings in this world, which makes me so happy. It makes my heart so full, because that's basically why I started the YouTube channel, and just being able to have this community and family with you guys is for you to have a space where you can ask questions, but also feel closer to your true self. And if there's anything that this year has taught us, is that we need to deep dive a little bit deeper in what's here, what's internally. How have you changed out of this whole experience, through the good and the bad, and knowing that from perspective, it was all done for the reason of where you are today. So I'm super excited for this. I can't wait. So basically, when Spirit was telling me, Shika, you need to step into your space of being a light worker and find a way to serve people. So I have an exciting thing that's happening in the next 2 weeks that will be announced on YouTube. And I'm super excited for that. Hello, Planet Jay. Hello. And I can't wait for that. So stay tuned on my YouTube channel for that, guys. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do that and share with friends. This is going to be amazing. Shadow work to the deep. That's all I'm going to say, shadow work to the deep through this channel. And to really just support you, because I know a lot of you guys are going through, okay, where do I go now? What's next? And be able to guide you in this way with the content. The other aspect that I want to just share with you guys is that I was sitting there with Spirit in the universe, and they were like, the number 15 just came up to me. I was like, okay, this is a very powerful number. 5 is change, 1 is new beginnings. What change do you want me to bring as a light worker, right? So this is a great example of how I was able to bring that in, help and support in that way. So I'm taking 15 people between September and December to help with shadow work. Basically under my wing to help and support. I've gotten so many applications of people coming through wanting that support, and I am going through the applications vigorously to go through it and make sure that it aligns with you. If I haven't got back to you, like I said, I will get back to you. But this is going to be big. We're going to be using, egregores, collective thoughts, to help support one another. You're going to get, support with me and energy healing. And energy healing is good because I've gotten a lot of questions about chakras. That includes energy healing, releasing things that don't serve you. Also, just finding out what other doors you haven't opened about yourself spiritually or energetically that needs to be open in order for you to understand a little bit deeper what your soul purpose is. That's key. This full moon tonight is on big, massive shifts on the mission. And I talked about this in my video that I launched 5 days ago. If you haven't checked that out, go watch it on here. 6 things you need to know about the full moon tonight, September 2020. The full moon is strong. How many of you guys have been feeling emotions? Can you please share what emotions you've been feeling? I've been just feeling so excited because I know there's a lot to come, but also so releasing and letting go, releasing and removing some things that I know are going to be removed, but it's just like I got that confirmation. Deepening the connection with our healing a little bit more. And with Virgo in the mix, it's like coming inwards, it's coming into ourselves. With Pisces in the mix, it's making us really fulfill that divine feminine. What's a divine feminine? If you guys don't know what that means, divine feminine is essentially how we feel. It's our inner goddess, yes, male and female. It's our ability to love ourselves, to create within our energy, our emotions, and to honor that in all aspects of both the highs and the lows. It's being able to bring in that divine feminine in our work, in our homes, in our households, feeling that energy, feeling that, and I've been feeling very overwhelmed because, out of nature and nurture, I was very masculine, bringing into the divine that has really, really evolved since my spiritual journey, and even more so as an energy healer that I serve people. It just feels so good. So I did this activity looking at myself in the mirror, and it felt like, oh my gosh, there is a goddess in front of me. And I haven't felt that in a while. So I want you to, if you have an opportunity today to take advantage of this divine feminine, I want you to just sit with yourself in the mirror. I just want you to observe and to feel and to see a little bit something deeper that you probably haven't seen before. And if that makes you happy, that's great. If it makes you cry, let that release. But there was just something so different about this touch of divine feminine energy that I just connected so deeply and felt the need to share that with you. I'm just going to read your comments right now. Excited, anxious about letting and releasing. Yes, because your body is so used to being in that comfort a bit. Delise and everyone else, Robertson, your body's used to it, but then you need to let that go. I've been overwhelming, grateful, and loving, and I'm in tears. Yes, I've been just so compassionately in love with things, loving my life, loving the happiness, loving abundance, loving myself. It's like I'm falling in love with little things again. That's how I feel. I feel like my inner child is just really loving that and expressing not only my inner child, but myself now, my current self. And, it is overwhelming, but it's also an opportunity for you to just sit and be with it. My heart feels like an explosion of love and unconditionalness, and it feels so good. So thanks for sharing that, Donique. I've been having a lot more headaches, but I'm feeling a big release. Trust me. Yes. It feels like almost maybe there's pressure, like a carbonated bottle, and you open it and it explodes with releasing. I've been tired, unmotivated, but feeling something's telling me to keep on going, keep trying my manifestations. I love that. I've been feeling overwhelmed, present with my guides and spirits and ancestors, and I have been feeling so much gratitude. Yes, gratitude has been my word. I wake up in the morning and the first thing I say is thank you for another day. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's funny, the universe gave me this little message on my cup that I showed you guys on let faith be your biggest fear. Let faith be bigger than your fear. And I feel like energetically, those words just really sit with me. It's because when we believe that we're able to do certain things, and I know this is just very generic, but in a more energetic way of saying it, when we're able to remove ourselves from the fear of feeling the emotions that come up that we don't understand just yet, and just allow ourselves to fall in the hands of the divine feminine, the hands of divine universe within our higher and conscious self, we see this beauty that was never there, that we felt wasn't there, but that was always there before. And it makes us appreciate, giving us this overwhelming emotion of love, of gratitude, of understanding, of wanting to understand. So I love that you mentioned that. That's beautiful. I feel like something is about to bring a big change in my life. Yes, massive changes. I can't express that. And I talked about this in the Pisces full moon video, massive shifts. When I mean massive, I mean you are removing a part of you to bring in a new part of you. You are removing maybe a best friend that you've had for years that now it's just I need to move on to new relationships. You are removing that fear of I'm going to take that leap and, everything's uncertain right now. I'm going to stop talking about what isn't working for me. And I'm actually going to start talking about things that are working in my favor for first. I'm going to start talking about what is working for me, and I want you guys to share that in the comment section. What is one thing that's working for you that you are grateful for? The moment that you hold your energy to that makes you so helpful. For me, one thing I'm grateful for is being able to do these lives with you guys. Honestly, I love it so much. It's one of my the best times of every single week that I have. I get to sit down, I get to chat with my amazing family here, talk to you guys about spirituality, consciousness, and get to learn from you as much as you learn from me. And for that, I just think I'm just so grateful for. There are people today that don't have someone at home. You're living at home during this time. You don't feel like you have someone to talk to. And this space is to give you the opportunity to have a safe space to talk to someone, to heal in a space, to believe that you do have that, right? And I just think that is so important, especially if you're going through awakenings, if you are expanding, if you are just trying to make your way around all of this and not knowing things, and that's okay. But it's all a growing point. It continues to grow as we go. Emotional, excited, grateful, and helpful. I love that. Hope. Oh my God, yes. I'm grateful for that I am being able to connect with my inner child. A lot of you have been mentioning that. If you guys don't know, I have an inner child meditation, my meditation playlist. You can definitely check it out if you feel called to do that. It's impactful. It's only 15 minutes long. I'm grateful for ability to say no when I need to feel. So yeah, boundaries is big. That's a big, massive change. Maybe for a lot of you, you're going to say no to certain people that you didn't say no to before. For some of you, you're going to say no to people that you felt that you needed to give them a lot of you. But all in all, you didn't have to give them a lot of you at all. This is going to be a powerful full moon. And even tonight, when we come back and regroup at 9 p.m. Eastern time tonight, for the full moon and the meditation, one thing I will say is come in with an open space, open heart, but come in to expect that at the end of this meditation and healing, that you're going to feel different. You're already feeling different. Your conscious self already knows that there are going to be different things going on. But I just really want you guys to know that. And the reason why is because if you have done my energy healings and my meditations every month for new moon and full moon before, you know that when I do them, you might do a session and feel, I feel so relaxed. I feel like I can sleep. And then there's other times where you feel so energized and so like, whoa, like things are just, it's going for you. And that's okay, right? The energy, our guides will show us what we need to know at that point and what energy is best suited for us based on what we need to do, right? So you need to understand that when we connect to source, when we connect to universe, when we connect to all these aspects, we need to understand that that is always something that is part of the unknown journey, and we have to be comfortable with that. If you are feeling right now lack of self-confidence, and recently you've been feeling tired about everyone who's been treating you badly in the relationships that you had, that they took advantage of your power. This is a time where you're really feeling that energy. You're feeling it deeply. You're feeling that I want my power back. That's the divine feminine speaking to you. It's telling you what you're missing, and it's telling you where you're going. And even though it might not be answers of what you want necessarily, it's definitely an answer that you need to hear. So I hope that hits home for some people. I love that. Your new moon meditation awakened me with parts of myself that I was running from. I'm so excited to heal tonight and release. Oh, that's so amazing. I'm so grateful. I love hearing your comments on like how the meditations help you guys. It makes me so happy to see that advancement. And for those of you who are on Patreon, you're also getting the collective card reading for the VIP Conscious Souls. Just wanted to let you guys know that, as well as an activity, which is going to be very powerful. It's just it's crazy. We live in an amazing, beautiful world and dimension right now that there's just so much shifting. It's almost like I have to like just sit with myself almost every hour or so to sit and be like, I'm so grateful for this. And I'm truly grateful. And it's just like this immenseness of it because so many of us are working on it at the same time, right? And that's making a counter effect to the people around us in our life. I've been working on my fifth chakra. I've been relying on speaking to myself, and I feel that I have to honor myself with a lot through speaking up with things that bother me. Yes, empaths tend to have that big issue, Iman. I think that's something that maybe you're starting to learn more and more. If you manifest something bad on someone, will the same bad thing happen to you? This goes into karma, and karma is such a broad topic, so I'm going to just touch on it very briefly, Richa, and for everyone else. We are a reflection of the things and the people that happen in our life. That's the best way of explaining it on a very, very minimal level with how that works. So what that means is the people we meet, the people we think we do, the people, anything that happens, any people, any experience, anything that comes into our life is attracted on our energy at all times. At all times. So when people ask me, Shika, how do you manifest every single day? Are you supposed to manifest you do manifest every single day. You manifest this live, you manifest our conversations, you manifest your thoughts before you think about them. You manifest everything. So when someone asks me if you do something bad to someone and will that happen to you, that's kind of something that, if you do something bad to yourself, will that happen to you? Yes, that's basically what you're asking. So whenever you put that energy out there, for yourself or for someone else, right? The intention is whatever the intention is. That is a representation of you. That's not a representation of revenge or whatever to that person. Yes, it hurts that person, but more importantly, that is showing who you are as a person. And that's what shadow work is. It's thinking about the person that you don't like at all, writing all the things you don't like about them, and removing their name at the top of the page and putting your own name. That is deep shadow work. And that tells me when someone does that there's something that they need to forgive themselves for, or there's something that needs to be healed, and that's something that it takes time. It definitely does. It takes realization, takes acceptance, takes all those emotions, but it's a process. So that's a very deep question on karma. Rachel, it depends. I think manifesting people, it depends on the intention of those two people. It also depends on if the two people were able to forgive each other, right? Forgiveness is the true thing for anything. It's being able to purely forgive someone and to remove all resentfulness and pain against that person. You don't need to contact that person for that. That's a fully you thing, right? Going back to the reflection of you is the reflection of other people and the things that happen in your life. So I would say it depends on the intention. Intention is big with manifestation or being able to manifest something. I know someone who manifested something coming to can be life-changing. It's hard because she is manifested. Dated come when they came for the last time to get accepted. She didn't get in an email. She's trying again and she's scared. What do I do? So you're basically asking about life changes. You can manifest for other people. I've been getting this question a lot. I have a video on egregores. I feel like that's going to help you on understanding how to manifest for other people, and also how we do that. How are we able to sit here and I can manifest for someone halfway across the world or someone that I don't know and put that intention out for someone. I feel like I might be drifting apart from someone because of someone else. How can I stop that from being happening? The universe gives us signs, right? Why are you dropping away from someone? Why are you releasing from someone? That could be basically a sign for you that you are letting go. Your priorities are changing. Massive changes are happening right now, right? So when you're letting go of people, it brings us to the emotion of grief. And for some reason, we get scared. So we hold on to those people and those emotions longer than we should. And, there's two reasons. Sometimes we need to step away from that person to heal ourselves. And sometimes there's something better that the universe has planned for us. I'm trying to cut my energetic ties with two people that are no longer wanting my life. Wanting in my life. I've been meditating on forgiveness and releasing. Is there anything else I can do? Detachment video, Olivia. I have a video on detachment, how to detach with someone using the law of attraction. Go watch that video. It'll explain exactly how to do that. Detachment's very important. Sometimes we can still be giving people our energy, even if we're broken up with someone, even if we haven't contacted that person in so many years, just subconsciously. Well, that's up to you, Rachel. So that's something you have to sit with your higher self to sit down and say, like, why do you want to be with that person? I always say that, remember, everyone, manifestation's right to will in two ways. There's the right to will to manifest someone. You can manifest anything you want, but if you truly don't want to manifest attaching that person, that's up to you, right? That's your decision at the end of the day. I can't force that on you. The universe can't, spirit can't, my guides can't. We can't force you to do that. That's always your decision. There's always guidance. That's why sometimes when I do card readings with people, I always say that, like, this is what I would suggest you doing. But I don't tell them that they should do something, because number one, cards sometimes speak based on the energy of what you're doing right now, and things can change. You can change that venture, you can change your outcome. And two, that sometimes, that is up to you. Like, at the end of the day, as much as I'm like, don't talk to that person, or, that person is not someone is an energy vampire, but you still go and put that energy out there, then that's going to be up to you, right? That's going to be up to your discretion. So I would say, Rachel, sit with yourself. Again, the full moon is going to change things for you anyways. You got to decide that for yourself. Yes, you can definitely manifest that by not putting your energy to worry about that third party in your relationship that's affecting that. Faha, I do have a video on the numerology number 2. You can go check that out. It's going to help you with what the number 222 means. No worries, Rachel. Hi, Keisha. Thank you. I woke up this morning and saw my exes here on my windowsill. Haven't seen them in months, and I just scrubbed my place with him. Just wanted that energy to be gone. Release things that no longer is his, do a clearing of your space. I have a video on how to protect and clear your energy in your room. Watch that video, Olivia. One second. Oh, excuse me. What if your moon and your rising is a Pisces and the new moon is a Pisces? Well, you have a lot of emotions to face this month. The full moon affects your rising, your moon, and your sun sign. So even if it's not your main sign, it still affects it. And you asked a question. Sorry, I'm just going over. So yeah, I would say Pisces right now, it's a very transformational time. The two signs for me that have really stand out for transformation that I've noticed is Pisces and Gemini. Everyone is going through massive changes, but they're the two that are, a lot of the air signs are going through shifts, like big shifts. The Virgo is making you go like, hey, I'm ready to remove a lot of massive things out of my life. And it's your time. It is definitely the time that the air sign has to step forward and do those things right now. So yeah, I would say get prepared to do some deep work. Do you work with candles on the full moon? If so, how? Yes, I do. I love that question. So for me, I use candles to talk to my guides, my spirit guides, my angels. They're an element that I connect really deep with. I also use candles for just healing ceremonies. It's great for ceremonial work and energy healings that I do with people. For me, if you guys don't know, I use shamanism in my practice as well. A lot of the practices within shamanism and herbalism. So for me, I'm very connected with like earth and herbs and sound and air and water and fire and those things. So I do connect with candles a lot from a ceremonial standpoint, but also from a healing standpoint. It represents basically guides for me, and that's how I connect with that. Everyone connects with them differently. Some people use them for spells. Some people use it for working on things. For me, that's what I really connect with as of now. I saw the exercise where you have a necklace and can ask It yes or no questions. It's kind of like works like a pendulum. Yeah. So remember, pendulums are just like, or anything is, everything's energy, right? So if you are calling on the energy, energy is like a person. You have to kind of respect it and communicate to it as if it is. So if you put that energy out there, you ask a question, it's going to show you some answers. So yeah, that is something that people do. Pisces, awesome. There's some Pisces here. I'm sorry, my moon and my sun is Pisces. My rising is Gemini. Lots of work, Keisha. A lot of soul shadow work for you. Massive shifts for you for sure. Can the image of art or on the tarot card mean something different to you than the original meaning? Looks like someone you know and card keeps showing up constantly. Is that a sign? I find a card, there's multiple reasons. So tarot cards have soul cards and then they have energy cards. Soul cards are things that if I see the big cards, such as like the Tower, the Devil, the World, those cards are very powerful ones. And that's not just a sign for people in the tarot or like that reading or that question they're asking. That's on a higher level, right? So when you ask the cards things, sometimes I will see a card being pulled, and based on the energy, I can see what they have to expand in their soul. So I always say when you see a card, it's based on the energy and the emotions that you are providing at that time or in the current time that you've been doing recently or where you're putting your energy. So the cards mean different things reversed and forward as well. You have to take that into consideration. That's why I always tell people, if you're doing cards on yourself, give yourself time to understand them. When I do cards for people, it's a lot on understanding them through the first round, and then the second one is understanding how that applies to their life, and if there's anything that you need to shift for that current time based on their astrology, their birth chart, their question, their intention, and so much more. So I'd say yes, if it keeps coming up, it's definitely a sign for you, Stina. What methods can I do fully connect and interact with my angels and guides? So I have a video that I will make on that. I actually do this through my mentoring and my shadow work. I teach people how to connect with their guides and angels on a regular basis. And it really, truly changes a lot because you always feel guided, which is great. Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio, Capricorn, and Gemini. Yeah, share your signs, everyone. I'm a Scorpio as well. That's awesome. My sun is a Scorpio and my moon is a Leo. So, and I have a lot of Pisces in me. So it's really interesting. This card is 7 of Wands. And I was looking up of them all the time. Yeah, so it's funny when people ask me, what does this card mean? Or I keep seeing this sign. Is this a sign? You answered your question already, right? So go with what you feel when you see a sign or an angel number. Focus less on, oh my gosh, I saw it, and just like stop and be. You need to practice more of that, because you'll notice that the more calm you'll be able to treat the energy like an actual person and connect that relationship, the deeper and easier it'll be for you to expand and to balance and to build on that as well. Did a love self card candle magic yesterday. Amazing. Wrote a petition to go with it at the beginning and saying with the glass, and candle broke. It's still lit though. Beautiful. Wow. It's very powerful. Cancer, double Cancer. Wow. Sagittarius, you're a very emotional person. Love and self-love. Love it. Leo. Hello, Leos. Awesome. Yeah, Leo is my moon. That's awesome. Great. So I have this really exciting thing that I want to do with you guys at the end. I forgot to mention at the beginning. For all those who stay on this live, I want to say thank you to each and every single one of you, because number one, we're almost at 12K subscribers. I am floored that we are almost at that point. Like, I'm so grateful, and I'm not, I don't want to say that I'm shocked. I'm just grateful. Like, I'm so grateful that we have a family where you all have this space to expand, and that so many of you join for videos and lives and connect, and it just makes me so happy. I just want to say thank you. I'm celebrating you today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you and your work and your love and everything that you bring here. I also want to say thank you because, you know, I connected to universe and I was like, hey, look, I know I'm expanding. I know my gifts are expanding. How can I support more people? And universe gave me an answer, and I reached out and just shared it out with you guys saying, I'm looking for souls who want to expand. And I'm pretty sure that this opportunity will be booked by the end of this weekend, because there's just so many of you that have just come through and be like, Shika, I'm ready. I'm ready for the shadow work. I've been asking for a calling. It's here. And I just want to say thank you for the over hundreds of you that responded to that call. And I'm going through your applications. I'm really listening. I'm sitting. I'm there. I'm really feeling out what intentions you put out when you wrote those applications for the conscious mentoring. And this conscious mentoring is completely different than the one that I have on that's more, you know, in depth. This is like a breakthrough. This is 4 months of like completely shifting. So if you're interested in this, again, DM me on Instagram, because it is like I'm almost done all the applications. Spots will be filled soon. But all in all, I'm going to be doing a giveaway at the end where I will be actually offering someone a free reading with me, to say thank you for all that you guys do, and to give someone that support, because I know there's people out there that always want to do your reading and stuff. So I'm actually going to write on my phone at the end a number, and whoever picks that number out of a certain number the first person who chooses it will actually get that reading. So yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys at the end. I will be doing the giveaway after the questions. 111. I do have an ad video on that, so you can definitely show that and see that, Keisha. Did you guys have any other questions for me? Sorry if you can hear our family's dog barking right now. It's getting a little bit dark. It's going to open this up a little bit. I am a Cancer. Awesome. That's so great. Has anyone done their birth chart? Birth charts are a great step if you're being called to do astrology. They basically teach you a lot about so many things. But yeah, birth charts are amazing. Hey Jai, how's it going? I hope you're doing super well. Yeah, I am going to be doing more of those. I have so many videos you guys want me to do. It's just a matter of going through them over the course of having 3 to 4 days a week doing videos. That's what it really comes down to. So I did not forget about that. I want to do a money jar one, which will be really good. I'll share more of those how-tos, and I can't wait to share it with you. So yeah, I did not forget about that for sure. Olivia, thank you so much. I'm so grateful for your support. A fellow Canadian YouTuber. I love it. Yeah, a lot of the spiritual people are not in Canada. Or at least I haven't been able to find many. A lot of them are in California or in the States or Indonesia. And I don't find many. So when I first started this YouTube channel, I was like, oh, yay. Like, hopefully there'll be some people close by that will connect to this type of content. So I'm really happy when I hear that. I have a few of you guys who've messaged me saying, I'm from Canada, and I'm super happy that you do this type of content. So thank you guys. I'm really grateful. Birth chart. Yes. Yeah. Birth charts are amazing for that. I'm currently enrolled in an astrology course, and learning the charts is a huge part of it. Yes. I love that. It's definitely something that can really help you if you're ready to dive deep into that. And that literally tells you about your life story, essentially. Oh, I'm so grateful for you, Jai. You are so amazing. You guys are all amazing. Arcelia has just said, I'm a Pisces sun and a moon Gemini. Woo, lots of growth and soul. That's all that comes up to me when I see that. Soul. That's crazy. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that, higher vibes. Yeah, not a lot of, I'm curious, where is everyone from? Like, what cities and countries? Because I'd love to hear. Yeah, it's so funny. Everyone always says, they're like, you're Canadian. That's so nice. I'm like, yeah, it's great to I'm really happy to be in Canada. I'm even more happy to be reaching out to people all over the world. But that was something I noticed. I was like, oh, they're in the States. They're in the States. So it's kind of brings some kind of familiarity when you know that the person's kind of close to you. And if they're not, that's fine too. But yeah, I really love that. That's awesome. Fierce Tarot is a YouTuber and she's Canadian. Yes, she is. Yeah, there's just not that many, you know. I feel like there's not that many. And you know what? At the end of the day, we're all conscious souls. Having a human experience doesn't matter where you're from, honestly, as long as you get to connect. But it's just, I find that just so beautiful that we're here all in different places, different time zones, but we're brought to this one time together. It just really tells us how much time is just so subjective, right? So it's interesting. Black Queen D, I had an important test yesterday and I was positive that I was going to pass it, but I didn't. I'm sad about not passing and confused. I studied and I meditated, I saged. Did I do something wrong? So, you know, a lot of it could be also just like the pressure that you gave yourself going into that exam. Don't allow yourself to hold the emotion of sadness. Really release that, because that can really affect your ability to raise your vibration as a whole. So I'd really suggest you just taking that time to focus on you and not holding in that energy too much, okay? Jai, San Francisco. I love San Fran. No wonder I connect well with you, because that's definitely a place that's really connected with me and just like my birth chart. So that's interesting. St. Louis, Missouri. Oh, that's awesome. Tennessee, Nashville. Awesome. Connecticut. Vancouver. Awesome. I was there last year. I was also in San Francisco. Indiana. Awesome. Boston. I have to go to Boston. I have a lot of subscribers and followers on my Instagram and like all of my social media from Boston. And yeah, you guys are so nice. Like I had to go there. I also have two of my good like online friends, been friends with for years from there. And I just, yeah, I really would love to go there. I've heard good things about there in Chicago. So that's awesome. Berkeley, Sacramento, California. Yay, England. That's awesome. I love England. Love Europe. I do have a Q. Did you get into tarot readings? How did you get into tarot readings? So this is a really funny story. I used to do readings for over 6 years, but I didn't tell people for over, I want to say 4 years before I started to do them for others. And then people started to ask me, like, Shika, can you do a reading? Or just people who knew that I did them were like, you're really intuitive. So I started doing it, but it was more of something that I did for myself. And it's so interesting because nowadays people do it and it's more for their ability of like getting into it. But for me, my pure intention of getting into it was for me to do it for myself. And then after I could help more people. But like so many people were just like, oh, Shika, like, how'd you get into it? I'm like, honestly, I just felt the universe brought me into it. And it was like 1 year, I just had a lot of psychics, mediums, people in the spiritual world, like light workers saying, you're very gifted. And I was like, oh, wow, I didn't know that. And that's what got me into that's what got me into like just learning more about, wow, I can do that. So I do mainly angel cards and chakra cards. Those are the ones because I connect a lot with spirit and just like people who pass away and just people just in general, guardians and guides. I also connect very well with just like deep stuff. And I'm so excited. I want to do a video on this with you guys, a sit down video on this, because I recently had the opportunity to go deep into some soul stuff that I'm going into. And like, I'm at the point where I've done energy healing for a bit and I know I'm doing something bigger. And you guys are seeing me upgrade on a higher level, like deeply. And I'm noticing that once I get a message from you a day after saying, Shika, what you told me happened yesterday. It's quite like connected in a way. So, anyways, so all in all, I've noticed this big shift that has happened, and I'm learning that my healing, my card reading isn't something that I've only done in this lifetime, but many lifetimes before. I've just never had the opportunity to feel safe to talk about it. So I'm very grateful that I'm able to not only heal my soul, but my past lives in a way to come into this space. And that's the beauty of the spiritual world. It'll bring you to where you need to be, even if it doesn't seem like you're supposed to be here at a certain time. And I just fell into it. I felt more called. I was just gifted in that, and I was open to it. And the more things left my life, new things came into my life, and it brought me into doing readings and healings. So, and YouTube content, which is interesting. So I hope that answered your question. Is it true that you shouldn't tell people about your manifesting? I'm a big believer of it. Tell people in your soul tribe. Your soul tribe are people that you connect with, people that can connect and help you and support you and put a good intention for you. I always see that that's very, very important. You obviously want to be mindful, like anything in life, who you share those things with, because some people do have malice intent. And they don't want you to succeed, not because they don't want you to, but because that comes as a reflection of their jealousy or their ego self. So yeah, just share with the people that you want to share. Follow your intuition. They'll let you know who that is. Funny how our true gifts usually start with small and privately, and then they step into the full power and start into living our true purpose over time. Love it. Yes, 100%. Like it just like fell in. That's why I always tell people who are going through a hard time, I'm like, it could change tomorrow. It could truly change tomorrow, whether you're in a good sitting position right now or not. That's why I always tell people, be open with it. I was talking to my partner last night and I said, you know what, if you start saying to yourself that you're not going to be able to do this thing for your business, then you're not going to be able to bring that into your life. And he was like, oh, wow, that's actually a really good point. And I've been telling a lot of people, if you really want something, but you feel like you can't get it, then you're going to put out that energy that you can only get a certain amount. And that's what universe is going to provide to you. But if you shift that, you shift your mindset, you shift your energy, you shift the way that you see things, you shift that the possibility of it to come tomorrow or the next hour is possible. It makes it that much easier for the energy to move towards you. So things really shift. And yeah, people do them privately, whether that's up here or just in your space, but it always what's in the dark comes in the light, right? I'm a big believer in that. It truly shows every single time I shift in my life or go through an awakening. And we go through multiple spiritual awakenings. We don't just go through one. We go through a lot in our life because we're always upgrading. So that's beautiful. 20 years ago, I had a psychic medium tell me that I was followed to my intuitive. I was a fellow intuitive. I was too young to truly appreciate it. It's never too late to go through the learning process as much now. Yeah, you're always a student. If you're always opening to learning, even me being a healer, I'm always open to learning. I'm doing a few things on practicing my deepening my quantum Reiki energy healing. And that helps me because then I can help more people and myself, right? So if we're always a student, we're always going to expand our soul. How can you get with a soul tribe? So first is I actually have a Facebook group that's linked down below if you guys are interested. It's basically a space for people, conscious souls. It's called the Conscious Souls Manifestation Law of Attraction Group. And it's a support group for anyone that wants to make friends, to be in a support, to post something, a question, just really a safe space for people who might not feel like they have someone to turn to. And want it to be more of a communicative way. They can just post on there and just really take advantage of it. I'm really trying to push people to take advantage of it. I've been seeing some of you guys request to add yourself in it. So definitely, if you are interested in that, it's linked. It's a Facebook group. It's called the Conscious Souls Manifestation and Law of Attraction Support Group. And you can go check that out. I think it's going to be very, very helpful for you. Okay, so have you done a video on how to treat your energy and universe correctly like you treat a person? No, but I'm really happy you asked that, Jamina, because I would love to do a video on that. I talk to energy like a person every single day. And the reason why I do that is because, you get what you give, right? What you put out, you get back in different ways. And it truly is a person. That's why when you use a pendulum, you can see it move. You can see it go yes and no. You can see it say maybe. You can see it say it's a boy or girl. You can see those answers that come through. Look at the wind. Like I'm looking outside at the trees right now and it's moving. It's speaking to me. I feel like I'm part of that. The more I understand that energy, the more I connect with it. Like even just sitting in here and talking with you, I feel the presence of like energy support and guides here. So it's always important to understand those little subtle things. And what we tend to do is we tell ourselves, oh, it's not there, right? Because we put that disbelief in ourselves or that fear or our soul self feels, maybe those limiting beliefs that, we're going crazy. There's no way that my intuition's telling me that there's a thing or a person or something deeper that's helping me out. That takes time to understand that. And I remember telling myself all these things that I shouldn't be tapping into my gifts because it was not right, because that was my soul from past lives telling me those things. So the more we respect energy like a person, the more that we expand on a very deep level, which is beautiful. I have to meet this guy, and we clicked instantly. Keep coming back into my life. How do I know if he's my person or soulmate or my twin flame? I have tried to manifest actions from him, and it has worked. That's something you have to tell your higher self a little bit. I think you saying that means that there is a connection there, whether it's for him to be in your life for a short-term relationship or to be in your life as a soulmate. But, when I met my soulmate, I would definitely go watch my video on Manifestation Monday, how to manifest your soulmate, because I manifested them in 3 days. I'm still with my partner after years and years. And it was literally a week before I decided what I wanted to do with my life. This is what I want to do. These are the people I want to release. This is not how I want to respect myself and love myself, by putting myself out there for these types of people. And I just cut cords. I just cut it off and cleared so much energy. And I felt so much lighter. I finally found the lesson that the universe was trying to tell me. And they were like, you know what? You're ready. You're ready to have a relationship. You're ready to have someone else that you can provide love to, because you can respect your own love first. You are like a stable soul emotionally, and you're willing to expand even more, even beyond that. So I think that's super important. If you don't have Facebook, YouTube's a great space. Like, we have our meditations. So is Patreon. If you want to sign up for our Patreon, that's definitely a good space. We just did a circle on the last weekend, 2 weekends ago. And that was really fun. That was the activity. Instead of posting a video, sometimes I'll just do an interactive thing, join at Zoom, and we'll do something together. And it was really, really fun. So if you don't have Facebook, you can join there on the VIP Conscious Souls. Awesome. Did you guys have any other questions for me before I head out off of the live until tonight? Could I try and manifest him to be my soulmate? Because I feel very safe with him. Things come naturally. I always tell people that, like, the moment that you know that you're worth and what you are and the way that you're saying it, remember, when you manifest, you never want to put your person on a pedestal. What does that mean? Everyone's saying that. What that means is when you manifest someone, it's already uneven. You're already the one putting out the energy to bring them into your life, right? So you want to make sure that when you are manifesting them, you don't get so obsessed with the outcome of it, of how long it takes, of, what their actions are. You detach yourself from the manifestation sometimes in a way that you know and you believe it's coming. There is no fear. There is no doubt. There is no lack of, right? So when you say these words, it's telling me that you need to work on that, to raise your vibration in that way first. Then it will come in. Then it will all go in and it will flow energetically. But you need to understand that if you put that person up saying that, I just want to manifest them, I want them to be my soulmate, that comes out from desperation. We don't want that. If it's your soulmate, you'll know. You will know right away. I knew right away. I was like, I can marry this guy. Like, it's happening. You know. Right? And your body knows. It's just, there's this feeling that you've never felt before. There's this unconditional love you never felt. There's something that just and you're just gravitated to them, and they're also showing that, right? Or communicating it over a period of time. Hi, Vizride. Welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to see some new subscribers too. Hi, how are you? How are you certain about healing and energy work? Is your intended soul path? So I didn't. For you guys who don't know, I used to work corporate in the fashion world and nonprofit. And it wasn't until I went through a traumatic experience, which I talk about in my playlist, Heal with Shika Chica. I talk about the fact that that trauma shifted my life. I lost everything. I literally lost a lot of things in my life. I was at the bare bottom, and I didn't tell my family and stuff about it for a while. And it was very difficult. So I will say that, it will come and you will know. I remember being so terrified talking about that I was certified and I knew how to do energy work, yet alone did I already have gifts since I was a kid. So that just enhanced it more and it was overwhelming. I remember the first time I got into energy work and I got my got my attunes in that and whatnot and my Reiki. I went out and I could feel everyone's energy. It was like pulling, and it was so different to me. And it was like something that I already had, but someone put the volume a little bit louder and I can truly feel it. I can truly feel it completely. And I was like, wow, this is some new stuff here. And I was kind of nervous and scared about it because my soul, my past lives that I've had, I was a healer before. But I was wronged because I was a healer before. And, I felt like I didn't have power in myself anymore. I took that power back in this lifetime. So usually it comes at times where you feel, you might be drawn into certain things. You might be starting to research a lot on energy work. You might notice you start to meet a lot of energy healers and people from that space. Things just come up that are just in sync. There's synchronicities. You will know you're more in tune to tapping into your gifts. You might be drawn into more doing energy or card readings. You might become more psychic, clairvoyant, clairaudient. These things come up. So it's an intuitive thing. It's not something that you're already chosen, like before anything, before your whole experience, before you're a baby coming into this world, giving birth, you're already chosen to be a healer. But going back to the right of will of manifestation, that is up to you to decide if you want to. And it's also up to you to decide what type you are, right? Because I thought you have to be a certain type and there was a certain type of fix of like what that is. But then I found out that, hey, no, there's so many different types of them out there. And it really depends on my experience. Like the type of energy work I do really, really replicates the experiences I have. And I've noticed I've attracted a certain type of people that have either had those experiences that I've healed from or probably have an experience from my past life. And I'm helping them. They're meant to come into my life so I can help them today. We're so connected. It's insane. So I can't stress enough how important it is to know that you will know when it's meant to happen. You will know when it's meant to come into your life, when you're supposed to do it. It's all a matter of just coming at the right time, right? Timing is so key when it comes to finding out your soul path. And again, massive shifts are in today, September 2020, full moon, massive shifts. And that's going to call you to go into your soul path. Maybe by the end of it, you find out this is what I'm supposed to do, or this is the next step into where I need to be. That's fine. It might be completely different. Like I said, I was in an area where it was very external based of like how I felt, how I looked outside. But then now I'm working with people internally. And that has shown me the both sides, which is a beautiful thing that I can really resonate with. No worries. I'm manifesting a soulmate, and last night I had a dream about me having a boyfriend, and when I woke up, the strongest feeling that I've had in the energy, and I knew it was a sign. Yeah, if you're building that love within yourself for your future partner, those are definitely ways. Also, based on my video that I did on the full moon, people are having very vivid and very descriptive dreams right now because of the feminine divine. Feminine divine works with love, right? So she's going to teach you the love that you can do and the love that you can bring into your life to teach you a little bit more of what you can manifest. That's also a sign that can come through. Is there anything to do since the new moon is here now? Today's a full moon. So yes, I am hosting a live meditation at 9 p.m. Eastern time here. You're more than welcome to join. If you're not able to, you can see the rerun recorded as if you're a member of the VIP Conscious Souls, you can sign up for that. I give access to also full energy, like an energy scoop of like what to expect and what's to come in the energy in the new year. And then also, or the new month essentially, and also going over an activity that you can do too, which is going to be very helpful for you. No worries, Marjorie. I'm so happy to help. It makes me so happy to hear that you guys feel there's a gratitude of like in me for you and likewise, but even more so the fact that like you are expanding on a deep level more than you could imagine. And I think that's so great. Like hearing some of you do the meditations and say that you cried after and held yourself makes me know that you are really listening to the words. You're listening to yourself, me and my guidance, but you're listening to you most importantly, your higher self, your conscious self, your soul, all parts of your being. It's not just one that makes you who you are. So I love that. Had a dream that I told off a girl who really hurts me. But the dream, and after I woke up, I realized that it didn't help me at all. I just felt bad. So yeah, that could also talk a lot about like maybe your energy of your heart space. Like, do you act on revenge? Do you act on giving people things to get back at them, right? Because sometimes our heart space is that's a way of us protecting energetically how we feel. Right. So if you think subconsciously that there are people in your life that are taking a lot of your energy, that are taking advantage of who you are, and then that's a representation of saying, hey, wait a minute, am I acting out of vengeance or am I acting out of forgiveness? Those can be signs as well. So it really depends on what you feel when you wake up, which is so, so key. Okay, guys, so we're coming to the end of our live. I'm going to do the giveaway right now. I'm super excited. Basically, how it will work is I'm going to choose a number from 1 to 50. The person who chooses that number, and I will show you on my phone, I'll tell you. I will show you on my phone when I do it. And whoever chooses the number gets a card reading with me. All you have to do is DM me on Instagram at Shika_Chica. It's a free reading for 30 minutes and an optional 30-minute as well. Sorry, an optional 5-minute energy healing at the end. But I just want to give back and say thank you because I've been having a really abundant week and I feel like that one reading can really help someone out. So and then we can book together. So just let me know. I will start now. Go ahead and choose your numbers, and it will just keep going until someone chooses the number from 1 to 50. I love how everyone's like choosing. I don't see it yet. Ooh, a lot of people are choosing similar numbers. It's interesting. Don't see it yet. Some of you are close. Almost here. Who's gonna get a reading? Yes, Olivia, you chose the number. Congrats, Olivia H. You chose the number 46. I'll show it to you guys. I don't know if you could see it. It's probably backwards, but 46 was the number. I am so grateful to do a reading with you. Please DM me on Instagram so I can book it for you. And yeah, I'm super, super excited. I just want to say thank you to each and every single one of you guys. I will definitely do a giveaway again. So make sure you subscribe to this video. Subscribe to my channel, sorry. Subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Shika_Chica. I also update it quite a bit every day there for like ideas and videos and polls and all that stuff. If you want more energy healing, meditations, all that stuff, you can join our VIP Conscious Souls on Patreon. And if you're interested in being part of this awesome opportunity, go apply for the amazing shadow work, deepening your shadow work, energy healing that I'm going to be doing for only 15 people between September to December. DM me on Instagram if you want to apply, and I will tell you what the next steps are. So thank you so much, guys. It's so amazing. I'm so, so grateful. Thank you, Olivia. Thank you, everyone who joined. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy full moon. I'll see everyone tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time for the full moon meditation. Be prepared to relax and enjoy and just expand. And for those who miss it, you guys can join the VIP Conscious Souls. I love you guys so, so much. Happy full moon. Love you guys so much. Bye.